Hey guys, welcome back. This is Rob Caputo with Talking with Cars, and today we're going to review two different things. We're going to review a new snowfoam cannon. Well, not really 100% very new, but it's one of the newer ones out there. And it's called Maxshine, right? Maxshine Snow Master Foam Cannon version 2. Never saw the first one, never worked with the first one. This is, I guess there's some improvements to this. Just the packaging alone, you know, they did a really good job with this. So we're going to kind of unbox this. We're going to see what's included. Not go into too much detail, but what I want to do is I want to like use it right out of the box, put a good quality soap in there. And today what we're going to do is we're going to use Apex Auto Wash. I've heard a lot of good things out of these guys, Phoenix EOD. They specifically designed this one for Brian from Apex Auto Detail. I've seen his YouTube channel. He does a great job, and I learned a lot from Brian. And I believe he's out in Pennsylvania, if I remember correctly. So he's not too far away from where I'm at. But yeah, this is specifically designed for him to be like very slick. It's got no smells, no dyes, no nonsense, basically. Just a good soap that you could use, but everyone that uses this says good things about it. We're gonna use this. We're gonna use about 3 ounces of this in this snowfoam cannon and see how it works. So let's open up the snowfoam cannon, and maybe I'll bring you in a little closer. All right, so clear bottle. But I saw Cars with Keeve. You know, Keeve actually tested this, and he tested it for durability also. He dropped it a couple times. With water, without water, from high altitude. And what was really good about this one is that this plastic piece right here does come off. It actually, like, if it falls, it actually takes the brunt of the hit, and it doesn't allow the plastic to break, although it did eventually break. I don't remember what the failure point was. I'll check to see what that was, but I believe it was this collar up here. Anyway, I'll dig into that, I'll find out, but it looks like a very good durable bottle. It is PET, so it's not HDPE, but with this plastic protector on it, you know, it really does help a lot, big time. So it does come with a silicone tube, kind of thick-walled, not the most flexible at all, right? And it has a plastic sieve at the bottom, so you can see that, right? So it's not a stainless steel ball at the bottom. But again, I'm gonna use this stock. I'm not gonna make any modifications. I'm assuming it has, yes, it's stainless steel. Well, actually, there's a couple good things about this manifold. Number one, it's stainless steel. It has a pretty good dial on here to snowfoam. So you can actually just rotate this clockwise, right? And it kind of tells you that you're gonna have the maximum foam. Another good thing about this snowfoam cannon is that it's got this like really quick and easy, rather than just one single pin, you can pull this out using like a needle nose plier, and then this whole thing comes out. So we'll double check real quickly before we use this to see what type of filter system is in here. If it's a single, which I'm 99% sure it's a single stainless steel filter element, or if it's a 3-piece, you know. And again, I'm not gonna change anything. I'm gonna use it as stock. Maybe in a future video, what I'm gonna do is kind of test the differences between a single, a 3-piece, and a 5-piece filter system in the nozzle to see if that makes much of a difference. It also has threaded inserts right here for smaller bottles. So you can actually use a standard soap bottle and then connect it, right? And then you can just draw directly from these little containers. It does go vertical and horizontal, right? It's kind of stiff, which is good though, you know, because when you're making the change with this part, right, which is the fan width, then it doesn't change your horizontal vertical, right? You can kind of keep that situated and then make the change using the front. So actually this is pretty good. It's stiff enough where it doesn't move, and this part is loose enough where you can make the change to your fan pattern, right? And it's stiff enough where it kind of stays in place. So we'll just check that out and we'll see what that is. And I'm curious to find out what size I'm not sure what size orifice is in here, so we're gonna open this up real quick and find out. Hopefully this is not on too tight. Nope, it's not. So good job there. A quick connect would be nicer, but this is just fine. And this is the end of it. It's got an O-ring on the end, and it's got an orifice in here. Let's find out what size that is. Let's take that out. I don't see any additional parts or anything like that, so it looks like that's all you get. And this one's like a little unusual. It's a little different in terms of the pattern. Actually, you know, like if you look at this right up close, you could see that this head right here is huge, right? It's not like your typical orifice, right? So like your typical orifices look kind of like this. So you can see it side by side. But not look at me, look at this. All right, there you go. You can see that the head on this one's a lot bigger. Not that that matters, but it's a little bit different. Hopefully the thread pattern's the same and we can kind of change them. But it looks like it is. The depth of it is the same. So all we need to do now is we need to double check and find out what size this is. I'm going to use my trusty gauge. 1.19 fits. All right, 1.19 it is. It's not a 1.25 or a 1.22 for that matter. So yeah, I mean, it looks like the 1.19 is the size. So I don't have to make any changes whatsoever. Now the only other good thing would be to actually offer a couple different sizes, like a 1.35 or 1.2535 or 5.5, so that people with bigger pressure washers or more powerful pressure washers can make that change rather than buying it. I think the active units do give you that option where they provide you with 3 different orifices. So depending on the pressure washer you have, gallons per minute, pressure and all that kind of stuff, you have the option. All right, and it's as simple as just kind of putting this together right here, right? And then this dumps into here. It's got a wide mouth, big time. Screws on pretty quickly. I mean, it's like barely, it's not a quarter turn, but it's quick. Let's see. 3/4 turn, right? And then this thing is on there. So yeah, I mean, it's sturdy, it looks good. Wow, all right, very cool. So I'm happy with this one so far. Perfect orifice size. Let's open this up and let's find out what type of filter system that's in it. I'm just curious, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be, I'm almost 99% positive it's going to be a single filter. Like I said, now all you have to use is like a needle nose plier and pull this out. Then pull the nozzle off, all right? And we got to the front nose piece of the filter, or the nozzle. Oh, yep. And it's just a simple one singular piece, one, you know, just stainless steel filter, standard. I'm gonna put that back in there, but I just wanted to double check and see what's in there. Put it back together. I love how easy it is to put this thing together. All right, let's see. Hopefully I have no problems putting this back on. No problems whatsoever. Boom. Nice unit. Wow. Pretty cool. All right, Maxshine. Impressive so far, for sure. I mean, the build quality is good, right? The stainless steel is awesome. And everything is stainless steel, except for the very tip of the nozzle here. That part was brass up in here. So this is stainless steel. The orifice is stainless steel. The quick connect is stainless steel. It's stainless steel on the bottom, so that piece is stainless steel. It's pretty good. I mean, a better tube system here, you know, silicone tube, which I can modify, I can change that out pretty quickly. It would be an extra couple bucks. And all this, by the way, the Apex soap, this was given to me by Chris over at CARZILLA. So please support Chris over at CARZILLA. Great company. They have a ton of brands out there, and use my coupon code that I give down below and you'll save 5%. So it's a win-win, right? You save some money. You have a bunch of different options in terms of, you know, foam cannons. You can get this one. You can get, there's a couple different ones that he sells and a whole bunch of different soaps and brands. I'm like blown away by however many things he's got on there. So that's pretty impressive. So Chris, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Cannon. So let's go to it. 3 ounces of soap, the rest of it water. We'll go to the 1,000 milliliter mark, which is a little over 35 ounces. This is Talking with Cars. All right, so let's look at the soap real quick. Now again, this has nothing in it. This is no fragrance, no smells, no nothing. This is just simple soap. And you can look at the viscosity of this, right? It's very liquidy, right? So you're not gonna have any problems sucking this up or diluting it in soap. And I'm gonna fill this up. It's got a little nozzle here, so I'll use that, right? This is kind of unique. I don't see many like this, right? But that's pretty cool and convenient. And we're gonna fill this up to 1,000 milliliters. So it's about like 3 ounces of soap. It doesn't tell you how much soap to use in a foam cannon. It does say, let's see, by hand dispense 1 to 2 ounces in a 5-gallon bucket. Use pressurized water to spray into the bucket to create that thick foam. Wash surfaces with wash mitt or soft cloth. So you don't have to use a lot. I'm using 3 ounces. That's the typical ratio I use. Kind of fill my bottle up to 900 milliliters, and the rest of it I put soap. So you're gonna go through quite a bit. This is a 16-ounce bottle, so which is kind of standard, right? I mean, the Jimbo Super Soaper is, and this one's 16 ounces. So that's 16 ounces. All right, so let's close this up. Let's mix it up. Now, the only thing I'm having a problem with is just screwing this top on. But once you get it engaged, it's fine, all right? It's got nice, like, nice top here so it doesn't slip. It does have a diaphragm here, so let's see if it leaks. It doesn't leak. Oh, no, it does leak. It actually leaked out of here. Hold on a sec. It leaked between, all right, so there's a flaw here. Hold on. Now, I don't know if there's supposed to be a gasket here or not. Doesn't look like it, but that's not good. Anyway, all right, so it does leak. It doesn't leak that much out of here, but at the connection between the manifold and the bottle, it does leak. I'm kind of surprised. It took a few turns here and there, but it did leak out of here. Anyway, so let's go ahead and use this. Let's see how it foams up with the Apex soap. Follow me. Now this soap is a little bit more on the runny side. I mean, it's not bad. I'm curious to see how well it does with the dirt. All right, I'm gonna bring this up real close so you can take a look at it. All right, so you can see how liquidy that is, right? And that might be the foam cannon. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take the same exact soap and put it in my foam cannon and see if there's a difference. Hang tight. All right, so we got the Talking with Cars. Oops, turn this around. So we got the Talking with Cars snow foam cannon. And let's try this. Yeah. Now, take a look. This is the same exact soap. And then you can see the difference, right? You saw it firsthand. Now you tell me, right? Okay, so what do I want to do? I want to modify that snowfoam cannon just a little bit. Maybe change the foam generator and see if that makes a difference. But there's definitely a difference in the foam with my cannon, and it's using less material. So let me finish this up. But snowfoam cannon, a lot of good things, right? They're just like not quite hitting it out of the park. They're almost there. All they got to do is make some quick changes. I'm going to see if I can make some changes to it. I'm going to change the draw tube. I want to put the 3-piece filter in it, and stay tuned. Maybe I'll show it in this video. All right, let's do this. What I did is I changed the draw tube, right? But I did put the 3-piece in there. So let's see if this creates a better foam just by changing that 3-piece filter in the nozzle, right? Definitely better. I'm gonna bring this up a little closer for you, but it's definitely thicker. See? But there's still, you can see how quickly it drags down, right? You got to give the soap a little bit of time to be able to do its work. I mean, it's absolutely thicker for sure, just by changing that filter system. So, you know, I'm not sure what's inside the manifold itself that kind of creates the foam outside of the filter, but it's just not generating the suds that you would normally get. But it's not bad. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's definitely not bad. So I would consider this an 8 out of 10 in terms of a foam cannon. I think they're close. Good build quality. I don't care for the leak between the bottle and the manifold. There's definitely an issue there. I don't know if a gasket's missing or anything, but there's something wrong there. I like the ease of changing the filter system. Everything else, the build quality, everything is really good. I still think that my snowfoam cannon is a little bit better for sure. I mean, mine's probably a 9.5 out of 10. The only change I would make to mine would be the bottle itself. Go with an HDPE or something like that. And I'm in the works, kind of working on something. But yeah, I mean, if you are interested in this, and if you like that runny type snowfoam, yeah, you can definitely get this. I don't recall how much this is. I'll put that up in the corner. How much this is on CARZILLA. And the Apex soap, so far so good. So I like the way it worked with my snowfoam cannon. It stuck really good. Now I'm just going to check to see how slick it is and how well it cleans. So, all right, stay tuned. All right, guys, I'm going to do something for you. If you watch the entire video and you're all the way to the very end and you're watching me now, then you're going to be reaping the benefits here. So I am going to give this away. Okay, there's no need for me to hold on to this. I got plenty of foam cannons. I got my own line that I'm trying to like develop. So if you are interested in this and you want to play around with it, I'll keep the 3-piece filter in it. And like I said, the orifice is 1.19. If you need a different orifice, you know, for your pressure washer, if you have like a more powerful pressure washer, let me know and I'll put the right one in here. But if you are interested in this, let me know, and I'll randomly pick somebody to take this away. I'll put it back in the box, and all you have to do is pay for the shipping. That's all I'm asking, right? Usually in the United States, it's about $20. So if you're interested, just pay for the shipping, and I'll get this out to you. So thanks for watching all the way to the end, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.